When looking for a house on Bowen, my wife and I knew we wanted to live on the west side, preferably Tunstall or the Cape, so you can get sunsets and a milder, sunnier climate. The west-southwest side of Bowen has a favorable growing climate, which makes for growing food and other plants easier. We started our garden almost immediately upon purchasing our house and knew we wanted to grow food year-round. In order to facilitate this endeavor, we knew having a greenhouse would be beneficial. After coming up with a design, we met with our builder and got to work. We sourced second-hand windows and doors for a whopping $100 and had our builder do the rest. We placed the greenhouse on our property where it would receive the most light and sun. It is facing southwest and gets 8 to 12 hours of sun during the growing season. The greenhouse is 100 square feet and 8 foot high at the peak. Greenhouse has concrete footings and a gravel subfloor, 2x4 framing, and a double wall polycarbonate roof. The windows are reclaimed double pane vinyl. We wanted a concrete foundation not only to provide structure, but also to deter rodent intrusion, which can be common in greenhouses. The 1 foot deep gravel subfloor facilitates drainage, but also serves as a heat sink during warm days, keeping the greenhouse warmer during nights and in the winter. The 2x4 studs were painted to help preserve them from any moisture and to give a nicer look. The windows all have sliders and are able to be opened on warmer days or to help cool off the greenhouse should it get too hot inside. The double wall polycarbonate roof allows light to penetrate but also provides an insulative factor which helps during the winter. For climate control, we have dual industrial fans on variable speed controllers. During summer and on hotter days, the fans run on high and provide much needed cooling and air circulation, which is vitally important to plants. During winter, they are on low to medium, but sufficient to provide needed airflow to control humidity and any moisture buildup. To control temperature inside the greenhouse, we have a high-velocity extraction fan with ducting which draws hot, humid air from inside the greenhouse and vents it outside. The fan is on a temperature controller with a sensor and will automatically adjust its speed setting depending on the inside temperature. During the winter months, this extraction fan is off, and instead we heat the greenhouse with an oil-filled electric heater set on low. The average temperature during the winter is about 10 degrees Celsius. During the summer, the temperature averages around 25 Celsius. If it gets higher, the extraction fan kicks on. Early on, we decided to build an aquaponics system for the greenhouse. An aquaponics system uses fish to provide nutrients to the plants, while the plants help break down the nutrients and purify the water. For the fish bin, I used a 150-gallon Rubbermaid bin. These bins are typically used for feed and water for farm animals. In this case, it made a good fish habitat. For growing the plants, I had made 3 glass aquariums, approximately 36 inches by 24 by 16 high, filled with expanded clay balls as the growing media. The clay balls are excellent growing media as it is light and porous, providing a great habitat for nitrifying bacteria and great for oxygen retention. For the aquaponics system, I designed a flood and drain system using bell siphons with the premise that each bin will get fully filled with water and fully drained every 20 minutes. This action of filling and draining provides both water and nutrients to the plants, but also much needed oxygen to the roots. The bell siphons are a simple design. As water gets pumped into the growing bins from the fish bin, the water fills the bins and also the space inside the bell. It creates a vacuum inside the bell, which in turn triggers a siphon to form, draining the bell and the surrounding water in the bin. When the bin empties, the siphon breaks and the growing bin fills again. The pump from the fish bin is always adding water, so the process is ongoing and automatic. For supplemental lighting, which is in use in the wintertime when the days are short and the sun largely absent, we use high-output LED strip lights and CFL lights for more direct lighting of individual plants and seed trays. Seed trays are also placed on heat mats, and the seeds are germinated in soil and later transferred to the aquaponics system as small seedlings. Occasionally, we germinate and grow the seedlings in rock wool, which is a soil-less growing media. Aquaponics is a great way to grow plants and an excellent way to grow food, as combined with a heated greenhouse, it can provide year-round supply. The fish provide the nutrients, the plants grow and break it down, purifying the water. It's a perfect system made even better when the fish are food fish and provide supplements also. In our system, we do not eat the fish and use goldfish as they are hardy and don't need heated water. The greenhouse is the best thing we had ever done for the garden. We grow food, grow tropical plants, and overwinter sensitive plants in it. It is also a great escape on a rainy, gray West Coast winter day. I highly recommend one for your garden.